Hey, it's Tim, and I am doing a quick video for you on the ribs on the tail section and the prepping that I do before I paint them. So, first, if you look at the corners, they're very sharp edges, and where they've drilled this radius, the edges leading off of it are a little sharp. So I like to take a file and file those. Just a little to round it off. And then I feel where I filed, and sometimes you'll feel a little bit of a burr, and you might just barely kiss the edge to clean that up. So I'll do all of those corners. Feeling around for any burrs. And here, just come in with the flat file, just gently clean that sharp edge up. I'll turn it this way and clean that little sharp edge. Well, I'll feel along the edges and see if there's any burrs that need to get cleaned up, and I can clean that up with the flat file just by running it across if there are any. Then the holes need to be deburred. You can feel the factory holes and see if they feel like they need to be deburred. If there's any edge to it, you want to deburr it. This is a deburring tool, and you can use one of these. You don't want to go more than 1.5 turns because you don't want to funnel the hole in. You just want to clean up that edge. You can also use a drill bit. And sometimes I do like the drill bit because a larger drill bit seems to be putting less of an angle on the hole when you're cleaning it up. So you can just put a drill bit in and twist it with your hand. I'll do it that way, try not to scratch anything up. So I do both sides. You can see the difference between a sharp edge and one that I've hit with the file. It's just that rounding versus the sharp edge, which is good not to cut yourself when you're putting it together. And I also think that sheet metal does better with, you don't want 90-degree angles, I don't think, on the corners or in, they've obviously drilled this out to leave a radius so you don't have a sharp corner here. But I do it for the outer corners as well. But I don't know that it's absolutely necessary, but that's how I like to do it. I also deburr even the factory hole that they use to machine these. I don't even know if that's 100% necessary, but I like everything smooth and deburred. Then I'll clean off the labels. I use a little lacquer thinner. Take a paintbrush and just wet the label, let it soak for 20 or 30 seconds, and then peel it off, and then a little lacquer thinner on a rag to scrub it and wipe off the glue residue. And then I take a Scotch-Brite and a little bit of Dawn in hot water and go ahead and scrub this down and dry it off, and then I'm ready to prime. If you look up on YouTube, Kip Plane Enthusiast, he does excellent videos that I've really enjoyed on his builds, and he's built 750, and I think he's doing a super duty cruiser right now. And even though you might be building a 650, you can watch him working on the sheet metal of his plane and adopt some of that for yours.